entered by George Knight about Title 38 of the U.S. Code, which is law as established by Congress, not some petty federal regulation. It is law. And that, of course, is cited whenever I bring up the fact that World War II didn't even enter legal ceasefire until December 31st of 1946, well after the circus ceremony on the battleship Missouri. Now, George Knight posted that saying that he had been conducting reconnaissance into belgab.com, where people go to trade their child porn and share their experiences in predation when they're not shitting and pissing all over Douglas Dietrich, dissing the D because he ruins their fun. And George Knight saw them all using racial expletives, Jap, Nip, etc., to speak about World War II and how they won it and the battleship Missouri and all this shit. And, of course, what else would they do? But what it shows us is the ultimate nature of any American, black trash, white trash, brown trash piece of shit, anyone dumb enough or malicious enough to insist they won World War II are the same kind of people who deal in child porn. If someone says that America won World War II and a surrender ceremony was held on the battleship Missouri, they are technically, of course, breaking the law. Since, as I said, it's not some petty federal regulation. It's laws established by Congress, national law, that World War II did not end on the battleship Missouri. There was simply a cessation of proactive prosecution of hostilities, prior ceasefire. And ceasefire wasn't legally recognized until December 31st of 1946. And then, of course, peace treaty wasn't signed with the Empire of Japan until 1950-fucking-1 and didn't go effective until 1950-fucking-2. So when you have that level of historical denial, it goes hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly with child predation. These are the same people that exploit the military mafia and all of the people who erupt the human offal and dung that just spews out of the military machine in the trade and propagation of child porn. Of course, these are the people who are going to be insisting America won World War II against Japan. Not only could they technically, though no one will enforce this, technically they could be arrested for saying the battleship Missouri was a legitimate ceremony, since it's illegal to say so. Title 38 is a law. It's like Holocaust denial. You could go to jail for denying the Holocaust in Europe and in Canada and throughout the English-speaking Commonwealth of Nations. So, too, you could technically go to jail for claiming the battleship Missouri hosted a legitimate surrender ceremony when the emperor himself was nowhere to be seen and all the Japanese representatives present had no samurai swords to turn over to the Americans. And an illegal American flag, satanic, backwards and upside down, was on display for everyone to see while this circus ceremony went on under its image. All of this renders a sick joke to even the concept that this was a legitimate surrender ceremony. And yet the American criminals who hang on that are the same people who trade and propagate child porn. It makes perfect sense. If someone comes up to you and ever even pretends the battleship Missouri ceremony is legitimate, you can bet your sweet ass they jack off to child porn. That's the kind of person who needs that kind of lie in their life, because the only thing these people have is their delusion, their myth of World War II. So when it comes to this crime, the crime of claiming America won World War II, when it comes, first off, we're still legally at war with the Third Reich. And, of course, America lost the war to Japan, which is why America had to do away with the Department of War and establish a Department of Defense, which is why America has never been able to legally declare war ever again, because the Japanese said, you will never declare war ever, ever again. And America has not. It cannot. It lost the fucking war. That's why I had to get rid of its Department of War and establish a Department of Defense. And yet the Americans project all this onto Japan and claim, oh, the Japanese can't declare war ever again. The Japanese have a Japanese self-defense force, not an Imperial Japanese Navy or Army. This is the insanity of the American mind. Reality inversion. It's the reality of the criminal.